Let this be another knot to tie around my bed at night. I know I've lost the fight to erase your face, my mind. Awake, I lie here staring up beyond the sky.
It bothers me so much when people go, like, this method is the best. Like, it just frustrates me so to no end. It frustrates me because it's like, this is not mathematics. Like, it's not like 1 + 1 = 2 and that's the way it works. It's like to this day, I physically cannot write Chinese characters. I can read, I can type. If you give me the character and I can copy it, I know stroke, or I'm relatively familiar with stroke order and how that works. But if you were to go, hey, write my name is Azren in Chinese, I'd be like, ugh. I had a teacher, I'll never forget this. She like walks over and sees my homework, and she's like, what is this chicken scrap? She's like, and she takes my book and shows the class, and she takes someone else's book. Actually, she took 2 people's books, and she goes, look at this, like, this is what your writing should be like, Azren. What are you doing? Are you 5? Like, what's wrong? And I was like, no, I just haven't focused on that yet. She's like, but that's the most important. You have to. That's how you learn Chinese. You can write. You must do that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ah! Like, ah! In today's video, I want to talk about some of my personal language learning strategies and methods. So in other words, I want to talk about some of the things that I do personally when I'm learning a language.
It took a whole lot of energy to get back on my feet. Spent too long on the ground.
So I am on italki right now, booking myself some Chinese lessons. So I'm looking at some different Chinese teachers right now. And I just had a really cool idea that I wanted to share with you guys. So when I was in China recently, I had almost daily, if not daily, online Chinese lessons through italki. And it was amazing, right? Number one, it was really affordable, because if you look, often the teachers can be very cheap at times. So this person, $8 an hour, or $6 trial. This person, $7 an hour. So number one is really affordable, which is great. And number two is very helpful because I was forced to use my Chinese an extra hour every single day. Now, the thing that didn't really work when I was in China, unfortunately, was that I had lessons with the same teacher, and we specifically chose not to use any textbooks or use anything like that. We wanted only conversation, 100% conversation, which was hard. It was challenging because when you're talking to the same person every single day, often there's not much you can actually talk about. You run out of conversation topics and it becomes very awkward. So, what I'm testing, I've never done this before, but I want to try it and see how it feels. I think it will work. But what I want to try this week is I want to have, again, daily daily lessons or almost daily lessons if possible. I want to do that, but I want to do it with some different teachers. That way I think there's different people to talk to, we always have different conversation topics, I can get used to different accents and different ways of speaking, and I think this is going to work really well. And I'm really excited to see how this plays out. Maybe I'll change my mind next week, maybe I'll say, no, I don't like this sucked, not happening, but we'll see. I'm going to try it, and I think, we'll see. I think it will work really well. So I'm about to start doing something. I wish I could actually show you properly, but it's pretty tough to do so. But yeah, pretty hard to show you, but I'll show you what I can. I'm gonna start putting together some stop motion videos. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you guys are probably thinking, Azren, what are you talking about, your stop motion videos? What does that mean? Well, basically it's a type of video I make. I don't make it too often because they're time consuming. They take a lot of brain power, and so I don't always do them, but basically I'll show you some of the props. I've got my lights here with these papers on them. Basically the papers, how do I explain this? In a very in very broad terms, it makes the light spread out a little more and it makes a stop motion look a little bit nicer. I use a whiteboard here. Essentially the whiteboard, I might as well set this up because I'll need it. We have the whiteboard, which goes right here. I set it flat like this, right? Like this. The lights, I'll turn them on, show you. So lights are here. Boom. So lights, I'll face it towards the whiteboard. I'll point it down like that. And then, essentially, it's not perfectly set up right now, but I'll try and get it set up. But essentially, we have the whiteboard. It gives it it's not perfect right now because I have to do some work with lights, but you get a clean white surface. And then what I'll do is I'll put like, I'll make like an animation on top of the white surface to teach languages. Unhealthy food is so tasty, and I love it. One of my favorites is chips. In French, chips are called les chips, so essentially taking the English word chips and putting a French pronunciation to it. And then in Spanish, the word changes in different regions, but a really common way to say it would be papitas. Now, that being said, some people really prefer chocolate, and they would say that chocolate could crush chips any day if it were a competition. Chocolate in French is le chocolat, and in Spanish is el chocolate. However, in my opinion, if you were to ask me, chips could eat chocolate for breakfast any day because they are way better. Yeah, so much fun. Actually, so much fun to watch, a pain in the butt to actually make. Not always fun to make. So I've got about 2 different ones to make. I'm making one for, what is it? It's like a language learning tip. And then I'm making another one, which is, there we go. Making another one, which is a vocabulary video.